don't need suits, so I can't take your money to buy a suit. I live in a beautiful home. It's the home that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad built, and we were about to lose it. Not we, but the former community that owned it was about to lose it. And we repurchased it. I didn't ask them for a dime to get it, but their name is on it. The only thing I asked these believers to do was to unite with me and help me repurchase the mosque and the school on Stony Island Avenue, and that the whole nation backed me in that. Is that right? I felt I could ask you to give me $1,000 because I had already proved that I wasn't going to rob you. And I'm saying this to you, brothers and sisters. When I stood up to do this work, I took an oath. And on that oath, I offered my life. That if I ever sold out the mission of the rise of my people, that I give my life that the FOI should kill me, the fruit of Islam. And there's one standing right behind me, my son, who loves his father. But if his father turned back on the mission, he'll be the first to take his life. I trained him that way. So you know damn well if he would take mine if I turn back. There's a whole host of us coming up like that. Don't play with this. Don't play with this. Now, brothers and sisters, if you would trust me enough to set aside $10 a month, and send it to the 3-year economic savings plan, $48.55 South Woodlawn Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60615. I pledge this to you. Time is running out on me and you. We can't work no little small thing now. We got to save a people who are being victimized by the money-hungry merchants of death, who are feeding our people chemistry that has got us filled with every kind of disease by eating the diseased meat filled with hormones that they use to fatten the beef, fatten the pork, fatten the lamb, that they can make more money. And as you eat the food, you wonder why so much cancer is killing the American people. Heart disease. It's death in the food that we are consuming. We have put our mouths in the kitchen of an enemy, and we have to take our mouths out of their kitchen. Agribusiness is what we got to get involved with. Listen, brothers and sisters, I'm closing now. Don't leave. Don't leave. If those 10 million people that Newsweek magazine said were with me, and they even said about 22%, I believe, of white people, said that if Farrakhan had a bigger voice, in affairs, race relations would get better. So now, I'm not after their money. If they want to send it, it's all right. But if we did it, 10 million of us, $10 a month. Now look at what you spend your money on now, right now. How much is a pack of cigarettes? How much is a fifth of whiskey? A quart of wine? How much do you spend on reefer? What is the latest movie and how much did you pay for that? When you went to the disco, how much did that cost? And by the way, how much are you paying for your pills and your medicines? You're paying an awful lot of money. If you could just set aside $10, 10 million people, with $10 in 1 month, that's 100 million. In 1 year, that's 1,200,000,000 in our bank. Now look at this, brother. Years from now, if that just stayed at that rate, it'd be nearly $4 billion plus the interest on it. We would have to find a safe instrument to put it in till we're ready to use it, because the banks are not too safe. And we sure can't put it in a savings account that only insures $100,000. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, with the first $1 million, we would set up our own National Reserve Bank. I will be sitting down this week with some bankers because I want to understand how to set up a national banking system. You're not getting nothing from white folks in their bank, and hardly getting anything from black banks. You put your money in, you get 5%, 5 1/4, 5 1/8. Your money is loaned out at 12%, 14%. You go to get a car loan, they may not give you the loan unless you got something in your bank equal to what you're asking them to loan you. You are so disunited, somebody can sell you life insurance. You paying for insurance for your life. And all these nickels, dimes, and dollars